sometimes when you live this life, when you live this life, man, the Most High put you in the gym. Boy, he put you in the gym.
Yeah.
He put you in the gym, man. He make you lift heavy weights. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it seems like he know about how much you can lift. Like he know your max. You know, it seems like a lot of people be in the gym, so you can equate it like that. But
well, you can equate it to like gold too. Like you just get molded. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, true.
You know, pressure make diamond, right? You feel me?
I mean, well, people ask for something when they pray. You know what I'm saying? And they don't really.
They just forget about it.
They don't think about how the process of refinement to get to that point. You know what I mean? Because the Most High is so present in the life of people who are following Him that when you ask for something, you normally get it in a way that seems at first like adversity. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
you got to show yourself approved.
Yeah, because you got to make a choice. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's a certain time that where the Most High kind of let you live a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He let you live a little bit before He come get you.
He got to test your faith.
Yeah,
you know
test your faith. Yeah. Because he let you go, but he keep his eye on you the whole time. You know what I mean? But then there's a period where you got to make that choice.
You got to make that choice.
He start taking things away from you. You know what I'm saying? He start making you look in the mirror. You start feeling insecure or whatever. I'm not saying this.
It's up to you to realize what's going on.
Yeah,
too.
Because
you'll miss it.
Because you'll miss it. And when the Most High is stripping you naked, you can't see it, but He actually like rebuilding you up to something you ain't never even think you was gonna be. You know what I mean?
Like you being renewed.
Being renewed. That's the best way you can put it.
Yeah.
That's the best way you can put it.
For sure.
You being renewed because you think different, you move different, you see different, man. You hear different stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It make you adjust. You know what I mean? So when the Most High put you in the gym, it's just something you need to embrace. Yeah. It's something you need to embrace. Because if the Most High don't discipline you, you know what I mean? If He don't discipline you, then that means, what does that scripture say, man? I mean, you're illegitimate children if the Most High don't discipline you.
Think about it like as far as like a mother and a father, like why they discipline their kids. You know what I'm saying? It's to get you right.
Yeah.
You know, it's
to get you right.
In hopes that you listen.
In hopes that you listen.
And nobody ever really got they got disciplined one time. It just happened over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying?
And it's the fear. It's the fear of your mama and daddy that make you be like, man, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't sneaking out this house, man. Like,
same thing. It ain't even worth it.
And we have like the Most High missing something. Like he just ain't got angels all around, man. They going back reporting to him and some more stuff, man. He chilling. He got it all. He got eyes everywhere. I mean, he the most connected person ever. Like, I mean, spirit being, you know, he plugged. The plug. He plugged in.
Show plug.
Yeah, wherever you, whatever. You know what I mean? And you can call on Him for it. So, you know, when something you just know that what the Most High has for you is better than what you even thought.
I know. That's facts, man. And that's you 1000% correct on that, man. And it do get tough though.
Oh, what?
Oh, it get tough.
It do get tough, man.
It get tough. But you just gotta. It's that trust and that faith.
Yeah.
You know, that's where because.
I know them one.
How you know somebody love you if they ain't showing you that? You know?
Yeah, I know I know exactly what you're saying, man. It's that trust and that faith. You know what I mean? Because, dang, Trav, what's that I'm looking for?
I mean, it's a few, man. Shoot, what did it say? Works without deeds without any works is dead. You know
man.
It's a few. Yeah, it's a few, man.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I'm thinking of the scripture that says in Peter.
Peter?
Yeah. Dang.
I know I'm in Peter. I'm looking at a verse in Peter right now.
Yeah. Where it says your brothers are going through the same.
Yeah.
What's that one?
What's that one, man?
Yeah. Because when you think about it like that, you realize that it's not so much about
your brothers and sisters are going through the same thing around the world.
Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, because the Most High is refining everybody. In order for you to get to a place where you look more like the Most High, He got to refine you to that place, and it takes adversity. It takes adversity.
Yep.
Yeah, you ain't got to find it right now, but we'll put it up on the screen or something like that. But it's a key verse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's definitely, man. It's true, and like I said, He'll never give you too much that you can handle. You know what I'm saying? He'll never give you too much because the thing is, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. So when I be going through something, I'm like, man, it's a lot going on. It's tough right now, but once you come out on the other side, you know, you learn the lesson
Well, you learned the lesson.
Learned the lesson.
And you ready. And you're ready.
Ready.
Like that's a part of why we had to take this little hiatus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We had to take this little hiatus, man. We had to do some looking in the mirror and adjusting because we want to make sure we are our best selves to present this. You know what I'm saying? Especially something to be that light. Especially something on a topic so serious.
Yeah.
It just makes you look in the mirror, and I think that's a topic that people should be aware of.
Yeah. Being set apart.
Yeah.
Being set apart.
Yeah, you gotta walk a certain way when you live this life.
You have to.
You gotta walk a certain way when you live this life.
Yeah. You can't be if you a light, you can't be dark too. You can't be light and dark.
Well, that's because darkness is the absence of light. If you put light in a room, that dark go away. No matter what. That's true. No matter at what capacity. You feel me? So you can't have both.
You can't have both. You gotta be an example. You gotta be an imager of the Most High.
Dang, well, what does it mean to be an imager of the Most High?
What does it mean to be an imager of the Most High? That's a great question.
Yeah.
That is a great question.
Yeah, help me out, man, because I'm trying to look like you know
Me too. Me too. There has to be a certain way and certain guidelines for you to, be an imager of the Most High.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it have to be.
Yeah, you can't just be out here living how you want to, because how is that being a light? How is that being different than any of the rest of the world living?
So, yeah. I mean, if you think about it, you see the world has a funny way of making bad things seem like good things.
Acceptable
Cool, things.
Trendy.
I don't know why.
Everybody's doing it.
I don't know how it happens.
Yeah. What they call it deaf culture?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know who pushing the agenda.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? But it has a funny way of making darkness look like light, and you can't fall for it.
Yeah, especially when everybody doing it. So you end up thinking in your head, well, shoot, if everybody doing it, it gotta be cool. It's gotta be cool.
Well, it has to be. Well, so how do you find your way through maneuvering that stuff?
For me, I'm gonna go to a verse where it says, "You must be holy because I am holy." So we've always kind of broke words down in the Hebrew. Yeah. So the word holy just means sets apart. So, but set apart for a specific reason. You know what I'm saying? So we're supposed to live set apart for a specific reason.
Purpose.
Purpose too.
Yeah, or purpose too.
Yeah,
let's say
purpose too.
Purpose. Yeah. You set aside you got a job.
For
a specific job. Yeah, for a specific job.
So you can't just live. You have a job.
Yeah, you got a job. And everybody, they got this whole phenomenon that's been going around forever. Like, what's my purpose? You know what I'm saying? Well, if we was all created by the same being, you know what I'm saying? Would it make sense that your purpose was similar in nature?
Yeah, that's true. No, that's true. So, with you having a job like that and you wanting to be an imager of the Most High, which, we see throughout the text, God had a chosen people and those people had to live a certain way. But in the but with living a certain way, those people had to be a priest to other people around the world.
Or an example.
Yeah.
Or an example.
Yeah,
they had to be an example. They had to be a light because, like I say, no matter where you put a light at, the darkness go away. You know what I mean? So they had to be an example. So that example that you portray is what separates you from the ways of the world. Yeah. It has to. It has to. It got to be something about the way you act that's different.
Something got to.
You got to smell different or something.
Yeah, something got to lead back to the Most High.
Something. Well, you different. You different. When people see you, they like, man, something about that dude, man. Something about that girl, man.
Yeah, you can tell too, man. You can tell when a person got that light on them, man. They just look different.
They look different.
They look different. They look way different.
They look different. They look healthy.
Then you look
they look healthy. Their bones good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? A person that's not dark. You just you don't want to be around them. You're right.
Well, you got your conscience.
Yeah.
So everybody has their conscience. Your conscience is easily swayed. Your conscience can sway one way or another way, depending on, I guess the way the world says it is depending on your outlook on life. Yeah. But really, it's a spiritual lens. See what I'm saying?
It is a spiritual
lens. So, if the first thing in your head is to cause mischief or cause trouble or stir some drama or this and that, you need to look in the mirror. Because that means your conscience bad, and it hurt to peel that back.
Oh man,
what? You got to do it. I had to do it. You know what I mean? Everybody has to do it.
It takes a lot of humility.
It takes a lot of humility,
you
boy.
drop that ego.
Man, everybody always hold on before we even go any further. Everybody on the internet talking about. I'm not gonna say everybody, but a lot of people on the internet talk about like humility being a low word. You know what I mean, or a word that's just like, what do they say it means in English?
They call it a low vibrational.
Yeah, that it means like low esteem of oneself or something. But I'll have you know that's what it means in English. That ain't what it means in Hebrew. That ain't what it means in the language that this text was written in.
For you to continue to learn, there has to be some humility.
Yeah,
so you have to be open. You have to,
it's a lowering of oneself.
That's true.
See, if you know it all, can't nobody. If your cup is always full to the brim, can't nobody never give you nothing.
Nothing.
Can't nobody ever give you nothing.
Well, everything going good in your life, can't nobody ever tell you nothing.
You got to be, what's the word I'm looking for? You got to be, I'm just going to say reasonable, aware enough to know that I need to change or look, start to think different. Because when your conscience gets tainted, eventually your conscience can die. Yeah. And then you ain't got no feeling. Yeah. That's why people be wondering why all these people can do some of the heinous things that they do. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? True, well, your conscience died.
Yeah. And the adversary is having his way with you right now. The adversary, Satan, however you want to word it, he's having his way with you right now because you're not even on this side with the Most High right now.
You're not.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it might have been times where he kept nudging you, trying to, he knocking at the door. Yeah. And the whole time you on this other side trying to get approval from the world, or man. And what that's doing is it's making you dark. It's making you unfunctional.
Well, you can't get your approval from man. You know what I'm saying? That make you dark. It make you dark. Well, what's that scripture that say?
There's a way that everybody.
No, well, go ahead. You can drop that one.
There's
a way that seems right to a man,
right, but it leads in his own destruction.
Yeah, no, it's a way. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's a way. There's a way that seems right to a man, but his end leads to death. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, or it causes his own destruction. You know what I mean.
It's true. What are you about to say?
Go ahead.
Oh, the one where it's saying we don't look for the approval of man. We go for the approval of God.
Yeah, for the approval of God. You know what I mean. So. Yeah. You can't look for the approval of man. You know what I mean? And there's a verse in Ecclesiasticus 21:27 that says, "When a wicked person curses his enemies, he is cursing himself. When a wicked person curses Shaitan, he is cursing against himself." He is cursing against himself.
That's crazy, man.
So when you think about it, your conscience is swayed spiritually. No matter if you agree or what, your conscience is swayed to a place that you have control over if you grab control of it. And the Most High needs you to grab control of it and walk in His direction.
Yeah, because it's a set time. We don't have forever. You know what I'm saying? The Most High, He waiting on us. He waiting on us. So as we go through this journey, that'll be times where we're seeking Him. But eventually, like I said, if you just keep going, because the Most High, He got some grace. Yeah. He got some great. He got some grace. But you definitely you don't want to continue to go down that path because in the end, we all want to make it through them gates. We all want to make it through them gates.
You do.
Yeah. So there's a way you got to live, and it's guidelines and it's a structure to how you're supposed to live. And we see throughout the text, there's laws, statutes, commands you got to obey and things like that. So. You can't just be out here living how you want to.
The law gives you life. The instructions of the Most High biblically are put there to give you life.
And sin brings death.
So because when you think about it, Adam and Eve, they weren't even supposed to die. Adam was never supposed to die. Yes. Adam was never supposed to die. He said, "Man, you eat from this tree. Don't eat from this tree, lest you die." That's what he told him. So he didn't even know what death was. He didn't even know what death was. He's thinking in his head, man, what? I can't tell you what he was thinking, but this is closer to a spirit being than how we see today. Yeah. As soon as he took a bite of that apple.
Yeah, because that sin was crouching at the door.
It was waiting.
It was waiting. That temptation, it led right to sin. It led right to sin.
And as soon as he took a bite of that apple, he was like, "Oh, dang, bro, I'm naked." Like he didn't know, you know what I'm saying? He didn't know.
They pointing fingers like.
See, and then he said, if you eat from this tree, then you'll die. Yeah. So you know that disobedience of instruction causes death. But obedience of instruction causes life. I mean, people think about it.
You got free will.
You got free will, but it's not that critical of a thought. It's just based off love. You see what I'm saying? So when you read something, you're like, okay, well, I have a creator. He's telling me I made this for this purpose. Don't eat it.
Yeah.
You know
I'm
what
glad
saying?
you said the love word.
Yeah.
So the thing is, in this day and age, we just kind of say what we think love is.
Yeah.
But we always say when it comes to the word or how God looks at this word love, because love is subjective. It can be subjective.
Yeah.
But when you're reading
Yeah.
the text, it ain't subjective.
No,
it's like love is this,
well,
this,
that's
and
that
this.
First John 5. That First John 5, man. Go to it on yours. First John 5.
First John 5.
Yeah. I think it's verse 3.
Loving God means keeping His commandments, and His commandments are not
Whoa,
burdensome.
whoa. Loving God mean what? Man, see, people ain't reading.
Yeah.
Loving God mean what?
Yeah. Then it says, for every child of God defeats this evil world, and we achieve this victory through our faith, which our faith is showing support. So it's us doing the commands, the statutes, the laws. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, faith is support.
Yeah.
And the origin of this Bible was written. That word faith means to support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should tell them what people look at faith as.
Yeah. Same thing with love.
Yeah,
like it's just a
faith is
ooey gooey
like
feeling.
yeah.
That you fooled yourself. Faith is that feeling of belief.
Yeah.
But faith is your showing belief, sowing that belief in the ground. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe so much in the Most High,
I'm gonna show
it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna help because the Most High's purpose is, let's say it generically, is to get as many people as he can. You know what I'm saying? That live forever. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say he wished that none shall perish.
Yeah.
But the purpose is that his kingdom in heaven, his ruling ship nation, whatever you call it in the heavens, that he's got complete ownership of, because they already kicked the adversary out. His actual purpose is that now the people on earth, you know what I'm saying, he win there too and kick the adversary out of there too, and he win both. That's basically the story of the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
He's playing. So he's gonna take he cast Satan now. He's gonna take it back. He's gonna take it back. And as people that are living to be his imagers on earth and understanding that, then my job is to grab my brother, like, yo, wake up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Tighten up, man.
Someone's got to do it. Yeah, somebody got to do it. But it takes you being set apart to do it.
Okay, so that's the Lord's work. That's what the Lord wants. That's what he wants. So if that's what the Most High wants, if that's what y'all want, so then wouldn't everybody not have a similar purpose in life?
That's what I'm saying.
And he may call you to do that in a different way.
Yeah, we all got different. Different gifts. You know what I'm saying? Yours might be to teach. Yours might be just to be there for somebody and correct them. You know, but it's all one body. You know what I'm saying?
And yours may be faith. You may believe harder. You may believe double the amount for somebody else who don't believe.
Yeah. He might be the toes. I might be the leg.
Yeah, you never know, man. The Most High.
But it's all one body. We all got the same. We all got the same goal and the same purpose.
Same goal. Same end goal.
I don't run for the approval. What did it say? The athlete don't run for the reward here on earth. No, we running for the
a reward that don't go away, that don't go nowhere. Everlasting word. That's that 1 Corinthians 9.
Yep.
Yeah, 1 Corinthians 9. And as we say these scriptures, we're gonna pop them up.
Oh yeah.
We pop them up on the screen.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that. Yeah, running don't run aimlessly, but run for the prize. So you just you gotta move with a purpose.
Yeah. But it's real easy to I get like how we like where we live right now, and all over the world, there are always going to be people that or different cultures that live a different way, you know what I'm saying? But you can't give into the customs of those cultures and the traditions of those customs, because you got to be set apart from the rest of the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you got to be.
That's a really good point, because your faith, your faith will give you a stronghold in the ground that will keep you righteous and keep you away from being deceived. Because when you blow all over the place, like you believe some of this and you believe some of that, you can be touched in an assortment of different ways, you know what I'm saying, versus, especially having the strength of the Most High. You know what I mean? It's the Most High didn't miss anything in the Bible. Like, there was nothing that he missed or left unsaid. He told you everything you needed to know to attain life. So for you to get in the middle of the book and start freestyling, or not read the book at all and just swing the whole thing, is risky business. In terms of believing in this God. You know what I mean?
That's 1000% correct, man. Like I said, you can't really twist. I mean, people do twist these scriptures to make them mean what they want it to mean. Because it does say that there's some that twist scriptures, even Paul's letters, that have led to their own destruction. But usually, any question you ask, and sometimes when you first started reading, you can't always just find the answer just flat out, as soon as you open the book, but you gotta continue to like seek diligently.
Seek diligently,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Study.
Study. You gotta study. Yeah.
Prove.
But there's no stone untouched in this word. This word
What?
pretty much undefeated,
What?
Undefeated.
Man,
Undefeated.
the Bible don't miss. The Most High didn't miss nothing. He gave you everything you needed, and stuff just in case you was wondering, so that you can live.
From Genesis to Revelation.
From Genesis to Revelation.
Yeah,
and if you hold on strong to these ways, you can't look me in the face and tell me you won't be righteous.
Yeah. The law give you life.
You can't.
Yeah.
And you can't look at me and say you won't live longer than the way you living right now. Yeah. If anybody can prove me wrong of them two things, we can talk about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I guarantee you'll be healthy, you'll live longer, and you'll be righteous.
You will.
By the standard of just being a good person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The law was embedded on your conscience from the jump. Let's put it like that.
Yep.
You made decisions that dampened your light.
Yeah, because you're only tempted by your fleshly desires.
Build it up.
Yeah.
Build it up, man. That's what you got to do. That's
to.
what life's about. You know what I'm saying? That's the constant struggle. Because there's ways that seem right to a man, but its end leads in death. Yeah, man. I mean, shoot, when you we have an understanding of what it means to be righteously set apart, because the code is written in this book. It means to be a good person, help your neighbor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just don't be greedy. I'm just off the top of my head showing love, show love, and show love to the Most High by showing that approval. Giving that faith. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so,
but don't use the. Not you personally, but I'm just saying it's so easy sometimes to get caught up in that. Well, shit, I just got to be a good person.
We got to be a person by.
We got to be a good person by these standards, by the word standards. Because I mean, you could say you're a good person, but you're doing something completely opposite of what the word says. By whose standards? By your standards, are you being a good person?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So erase your mind and build your conscience up with spiritual food.
Yeah, you have to renew your mind. You have to, but humility comes with that. Like we said, humility comes with that. It starts with you. Like I said, I've been there before where I wanted to point fingers at everybody else, but the whole time it led back to me, and I was slowing myself down. I was wondering why I was taking so long to get to this point, and the whole time it was me, the Most High trying to work on me, and it's me. I was slowing myself down. Because He's trying to give me the tools to get to this point, but I don't even got the humility to accept, that I'm wrong, or I need to be fixing myself to even get to this point. So you can slow yourself down in the process too.
You can.
You can slow yourself down in the process.
You can,
too.
and no, that's very true, man. And literally, the Most High will take it all away from you. You won't be able to see it though until you trust it and come to the other side what He was doing, and that's exactly what faith is. Yeah. So the ways of the world, and that's what I was trying to get to, because now we understand how the Most High works and how you follow after the Most High. But people are very deceived thinking that the ways of the world are right.
Yeah.
So understanding sometimes, I guess, that Satan has the authority to deceive upon this earth.
Yeah, he's the power. He's the power.
Yeah,
which is power God in Hebrew just means power. So he's a power, but he's of this world. So he can have, because he got kicked out already.
Because he got kicked out of the heavens. So he's down here, let's say, calling shots until the Most High's will is complete, that we have the very gracious pleasure of living in.
Yeah, when we say calling shots, we just mean, he still got to get permission from the Most High. Like I said, we see that in Job. We had to go up there and get permission. Like, can I mess with Job?
Yeah.
You feel me? But but he down here trying to get as many as he can, and by our own doings. Like I said, he can't make us do anything.
Yeah.
He can only tempt us.
Yeah.
But he trying to get as many as us as he can before his time run out.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And there's a scripture in Revelation 12 that says Satan, he deceives the whole world.
Oh man, the whole world.
The whole world.
So if you're deceiving the whole world, you got to be set apart.
You have to.
You got to be set apart.
If the whole world
deceive, then there's got to be somebody set apart that's showing them like, hey, well, this is how you got to do it.
There has to be. There has to be. The ways of the enemy are deceiving, confusion. Yeah, it's weird. It's all this crazy stuff that's going on today. They're telling you that it's okay to do all kinds of stuff, and those are, although they're painted as good things, those are not necessarily the way that things functioned properly in the beginning. And when you think about some of the things that's going on that's acceptable today, it makes you look back on times where there wasn't the case, and you realize, like, man, some of this stuff is some worldly stuff that's going on.
And,
you know what I'm
the
saying?
whole time you out here trying to find God, but you out here doing all the things that the rest of the world doing, and you confused.
And
why you confused? Because you out here messing with the adversary. So Satan is anything that's adversarial to the Most High. Anything
adversarial to his plan, anything adversarial to his nature, anything adversarial to the way he created things, anything adversarial to the way that the Most High made the creation. Like Romans says, the creation groans, waiting for Yeshua to come back. You know what I mean? So if the whole creation is groaning, then you realize that something making the creation sick. That's why things are dying. You see what I'm saying?
You can paint it up. You can paint it up to whatever words you want. You know, we ain't got that much time left. You know, I don't get into the global warming and all that stuff. But I mean, the reason everything changing right now is because, one, sin brings death. So this world right now is dying. It's dying right now. It's dying.
Until the Most High decide to renew it, and rid the evil. You know what I'm saying? But we just need to be careful not to fall into the traps of the devil.
He got plenty of them.
He got plenty of them.
He a magician with it.
Yeah, man. Because Satan do got traps out here, bro. For
crazy
real.
Traps,
man. He got traps everywhere, man. You got to watch your step, man. He trying to devour you devour people.
And the sad part is, with you being a light or you being set apart, you know, you're trying to, be an example to other people that's, not on the same side as you, or not even just the same side as you, but the ones that's confused, you know, or ones that's seeking. And you got to realize when they not all the way there, the adversary going to be trying to get at them too, trying to pull them in the other direction.
Oh, you people that seek?
Yeah.
Why though? Why do you think that is?
I mean, it's temptation. You know, he definitely. It's spiritual. It's spiritual.
Let me have it to you. You look like a baby calf.
Yeah,
you look like a baby calf.
You look like Bambi. You look like Bambi.
Because you're weak. You weak without being fed the truth.
You ain't got no foundation.
If you ain't got no truth, man, you easy to pick apart, man. I can tell you whatever, man. You believe whatever, man. Satan whispering in your ear. He like, man, and he been the same way since the beginning. He ain't making you do nothing.
And that's I would say with this walk, when you first start waking up, what happens is you start getting a little bit hungry. You start seeking a little bit. But what happens is you can get too hungry. But when you get hungry, you definitely want to stay in the Word. You want to stay in the Word because, the world got it's biased to what it wants you, which way it wants you to go. So it can lead you to a whole different path. Not saying you can't come back, you know what I'm saying, but it's scary because, like we said, it is so many traps and so much confusion out here.
Yeah.
Because the devil, all deception is with some truth. That's a lot of truth, actually, with a little bit of lie.
A little bit of lie. Just a little bit of lie.
It's a little bit of lie.
It's a little bit of truth.
It's just like sin. Truth, a little bit of sin,
mixed with just a tad of cap. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
That's dangerous.
That's what it is.
It's dangerous. And even with the people you hang out with. Like, you don't want to hang out with nobody that's, mostly true, but he just, he a little cap too. So you don't even know.
Yeah, but see, you don't even know. See, that's why the adversary will pick on you, because people be busy running away from reading this Bible. And don't have the answers. They don't have the keys. You know
they think it's like a little bit of truth, and like I can just go. It's like I'm telling you, like he ain't leave no stone untouched. No stone untouched.
None. So if you got the keys and the answers to the test, you're not easily swayed. In the spiritual realm, you strong as an ox. Yeah. I mean, you stronger than that. Mm-hmm. I mean, you strong. You a God.
The word is alive and
sharper than any two-edged sword.
Bone from marrow.
Yeah, you a power. Yeah. You're a power.
You're a power.
In the spiritual realm, you're a power. You can walk around. You can walk around with the confidence the Most High bestows on you. You see what I'm saying?
He made you in His image.
He made you in His image. Yeah, it makes you move differently. It makes you move differently.
It do.
And so,
but you see throughout text so many times, God's people was set apart people. They were holy people.
Oh man,
for a specific purpose.
Yeah, they was.
Yeah,
they was. They were set apart. Yeah. They were set apart for a specific purpose. That's a good point.
Yeah.
So Israel, who God anointed as His chosen, and it sounds interesting. You know what I'm saying? But anointed as His chosen to do what? For what purpose? So they were holy, which is what this is. Set apart for a specific purpose. Yeah. So He set them apart for a specific purpose, which made them a holy nation.
A nation.
Yep. A holy nation. To do what, though?
Yeah, but then you go all the way back to Abraham, and you look at Abraham and say, hey, through this nation, the whole rest of the world will be blessed. Through this nation. So this nation has a job.
So through this nation, the whole world will be blessed. And I will bless he that bless you, and curse he that curse you. Oh, Man.
Yeah.
So that was a prophecy that the people that came from the lineage, one of the lineages that Abraham had, you see what I'm saying, was going to be a blessing to the whole world. Yeah. And even Yeshua came from Abraham's lineage. You know,
he was a Jew.
He was a Jew. He was a tribe of Judah. He was a Judean. Yeah.
He was a Judean.
Yeah, he was a Judean.
That's what he was.
Yeah, he was a Judean.
Yeah.
Judean. Jew.
Yeah, no religion, just Jew. He was a Judean. Yeah, he was a Judean.
Anyway. And so even with that prophecy, even with that prophecy.
Yeah, and then you fast forward, it was Exodus was like 19.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be a treasured possession, a holy people, and y'all gonna preach to the nation.
Yeah.
Well, shoot, that seems like they got a job they got to do.
They got a job they got to do. So if you are going to be a holy people, that means a set apart people for a specific purpose. So you are a holy people, and you are a priest to the nations.
Priest to the rest of the world. Well, yeah, nations. Because there's multiple nations out here.
So that means that you're not preaching to yourself. You are being an example for the rest of the nations by way of what God tells you to do in this Bible.
Yeah, and if you think about it, like I said, because you definitely, when you see the things like, well, he chose this one nation and he set apart this, this nation. Well, if you think about it, if the whole world is deceived, we just talked about how the whole world is deceived, and there's nobody living how the Most High has called us to live, which we know is the word. We use the word to do that. Well, it only makes sense where he used a group of people. And I'm gonna use a group of people. They're gonna be the light, and what it's gonna do is it's gonna draw everybody back to the Most High,
back to the ways of the Most High.
Yeah. So if these nations, if you preaching and you living how you supposed to live, and these people, because what it say in Deuteronomy 7, that people gonna look at you and be like, "Dang, what God is so near to them?" That's gonna be your wisdom. Yeah. So what's gonna happen is
Deuteronomy 4.
What's gonna happen is they gonna start yoking themselves to Israel or yoking themselves to how the Most High has called us to live, and through that, they will be blessed. They'll be blessed.
Well, blessed in what regard?
Blessed in, one, now because think about it, when they all came out of Egypt, he didn't look at them and say, well, shoot, that's Israel, and this is the mixed multitude of people. He looked at everybody and was like, Israel. Yeah. He looked
they chose him.
They chose him. Yeah. So those are his people.
Yeah.
Those are his people.
They rock with him. They rock with his ways.
They rock with his ways.
What he like, they like.
Yeah, they like, shoot, I'm good in Egypt, man. I've seen what you did with these plagues, bro. I'm going with y'all. Whatever y'all God is, I'm rocking with that God. Yeah. I'm rocking with that God. That's the God I want to rock with.
This is what I want to get to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he take that respectfully. Like, he love it. He love it. And then he say, okay, now that you chose me, man, show me you love me. Because you was doing all this weird stuff before. You know what I'm saying? Same way anybody would be. That's why you move by that code, because he gave it to you.
You gotta have a code.
You gotta have that's why we move the way that we do. You know what I'm saying? Take offense to the things we take offense to. Yeah. Because it was already you was wired that way.
Yeah, but if you think about it, with you being set apart from the rest of the world, people gonna look at you like you crazy. Think about, yo, why are you acting like that? And all in actuality, the reason you acting like that is because you actually following the word.
Don't they say you're gonna be persecuted for walking like Yeshua walked, walking like Jesus walked? Don't they say you'll be persecuted? Yeah. And I say you're gonna be persecuted. So this path that you on, you'll have scoffers. You have people that's
think about some of the religions of today. Think about how everybody. Some religions you can just you just pray and that's it. That's pray. You be a good person, and that's gonna be enough. But the whole world doing that. Whole world doing that. They're not living by no set code. They ain't looking that set apart. Like, what's so set apart about these people?
And who they praying to?
Because
the Most High only listen to those who keep His laws.
What does it say? He detests the prayers of the lawlessness.
Yeah, let's pull that one up. I think that's Proverbs 28. He detests the prayers.
So what that mean? That mean if you're not following the law,
he can't even smell you.
He can't even.
So it say your prayer. In Revelation, it says that your prayers are odors to His nostrils. These are the prayers of the saints in Revelation 5. So if you realize in Revelation 5 that the prayer, let's see. Yeah, and it says Revelation 5:8. Fell down 11. Every one of them harps and golden veils full of odors, which are the prayers of the saints. So the Most High spiritually take that as a smell. It sound like. If your prayers are of lawlessness or not of His code, He don't even want to smell it.
I mean, your prayer not even going past the ceiling.
And he don't even want to smell it. Stink.
Yeah. What you doing?
Stink.
Hey, tell out.
And it's not. It's. But you can clean it up though by cleaning your ways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we all had to do it. It's all a part of
do it.
refining. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
all
But you're right, man. The ways of Israel, Israel's job, Israel had a job to do. So the Most High is very, I like to look for, things that are congruent in the text. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, so I can better understand the Most High's character, so I can implement it in my own life.
But,
So his ways are. He set Israel apart to do the same purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you're a part of that, that's your purpose.
That's
you know what I'm saying? That's your purpose that you serve the Most High.
And he gives you an example of that when he shows you Israel throughout the text. But even that, with his grace, he was like, well, shoot, I'm not even going to just give y'all Israel. I'm going to give y'all the prophets.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to give y'all Yeshua. And I'm going to give you Yeshua. And he going to walk in the ways. He going to show you how you supposed to live. He gonna do the food. He gonna celebrate the Passover. He gonna do all that stuff. He gonna do all of it.
Yeah,
he gonna show you how you're supposed to. He gonna be an imager of me, the ultimate imager of him, because he got the fullness of the Spirit that's resting on him.
The fullness of the Spirit.
The fullness of the
so
Spirit.
that means that he is walking in a way that causes him to walk in the ways of the Most High, so that y'all could see what it looked like.
Yeah. Not just believe that he came. Not just believe that he died.
Yeah.
You gotta actually live how he lived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he gave you an example.
He gave you an example.
So you see Israel being a nation, you see him in disobedience too in the Bible. But you see him being a nation a priest, because when David and Goliath fought, man, David walked up to him like, man, you come to me with shield and sword and all that. He said, I'm just coming to you in the name of my God.
Yeah.
Now, all the spectators, they seen that fight. It was a battle of the gods. We all watch TV. It's always a battle of the gods.
Show you right there. There was other deities out here, other gods out here.
So Goliath was a Palestinian. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't he a Philistine?
Yeah.
He was a Philistine. They served a different God than Israel.
They served a different.
And he said, man,
Dagon and all them. They had a whole.
He said, I come to you in the name of my God, and you come to me with that, and we all know the end story. So what do you think happened with the spectators there? They probably was like, man, I'm finna go with y'all. I'm finna go with y'all. What?
Yeah. I'm a nation. They probably wanted to yoke themselves.
It was being alike. They said, man, whatever that God told y'all to do, we gonna do.
Yep.
Same thing with Ruth.
Or even when before they remember the walls of Jericho. Remember they went and wanted to, I think it was a prostitute. She hid them while they were spying. So when the walls of Jericho came down, she was one of the ones that was saved.
Was one of the ones that was saved. Was one of the ones that was saved. And I guarantee she turned to the Most High.
She turned to the Most
Same
High.
thing
Her and her whole family.
Her and her whole family. And we still, back in the with Solomon in Solomon's days, they had Queen Sheba from Ethiopia came and visited him back in First Kings.
He wanted to see what he was about. Like, this the wisest man?
Yeah, she said, man, this the wisest man. I'm finna go see. She pulled up. She brought all her glory with her. That's like riches. You know what I'm saying? They say Solomon brought out more.
Yeah.
They said she tested him on his wisdom and says and whatever. And at the end, she said, man, I heard that you were smart. I heard that your God was this and that. Yeah. But you far exceed even what I heard. Praise be to your God.
Back to that Deuteronomy where it said, what God is so near to them.
What God is so near. She said, praise be to your God. So again, the Most High's shined. His light shined.
He punking other deities. He punking other nations' deities.
That's the purpose.
Yeah. Because every nation, every culture, they got their own God. You know, they have their own spiritual being. And we talked about that and also in the Word as well. What was it, Deuteronomy 32, 8, 9 or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, he's a holy.
He's a set apart being. He's a set apart deity.
Yeah.
And if you want to be like him, you got to walk like him.
You got to walk like him.
You got to walk like him. So that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is.
And Yeshua did the law.
And so did everybody after Yeshua. Paul, Timothy, James.
Yeah.
John.
Yeah. And after he passed away.
Yeah.
After he passed away. They kept doing it.
Yeah. And Yeah.
What it say? Their names. What it say in Revelation? Their names were written in the book of what they did.
What they did. What they did.
What they did.
How they
just love them.
How they live their life.
They showed them.
Well, So then it's up to all of us. Yeah. It's up to all of. It's up to every single one of us. If the answers to the test is already in the book, and I'm not gonna say guarantee, but I have a way better chance of survival by the more knowledge I acquire.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then why wouldn't you give yourself that chance versus just taking a guess and trying to take a bet on something else?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it makes you think that it could all be so simple. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. This one verse I'm thinking of right now, man. It's that verse where it says, "Don't just do it for you, do it for the ones that surround you too." Because, like I said, think about it. I mean, if the Most High giving you gifts and you got a purpose, well, I mean, the purpose ain't just for you; it's for the people that surround you too.
It gotta be.
They gotta be.
It gotta be.
It has to be.
I mean,
so think about that next.
You darken your light. Go ahead.
Yeah. So think about that with some of the decisions you make. Like I said, for one, they impact you as well, so you can hold yourself up. But think about the ones that surround you, because the last thing you want to do is have someone stumble or cause someone to stumble.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Man, because the people's experience of you needs to be a good experience, a godly experience, because they'll take that and add it to their conscience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're taking it and add it to their conscience. You know what I mean?
And you want to be a good representation of the Most High.
Gotta be.
Yeah, you definitely gotta be. But yeah, like I say, it's a choice, and like I said, it's the journey. It's definitely a journey.
Because people darken their light. People can darken their light from holding back good information from somebody else who needs it. Yeah. You could know the answer to something, and your brother need help, and you don't help him, or your sister need help, and you don't help him. And not give them the knowledge, because knowledge is the most important thing that could save them. And you yourself have become darker.
Yeah,
you gotta.
That ties with relationships. That ties with friendships, family. You know, you can do people around you a disservice too.
Yeah, doesn't it say that to love a brother is to reprove him? Or what's the scripture that says open rebuke is better than hidden love? Yeah. An open rebuke is better than hidden love. I think that's Proverbs 25.
Think about that, man.
Yeah.
Think about that.
An open rebuke is better than hidden love. So if I got love for you, I'm gonna tell you.
You see somebody living the wrong way, you should say something. You know what I'm saying?
If you yourself can pluck your own eye out now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't say something to one.
You can't be no hypocrite. But the more you let this word mold you, the more of a light you can be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah, that's facts.
That is definitely tracks.
That's facts. That's facts.
It's a verse. It's how you say it? Philippians?
Philippians.
I said Philippians. Philippians, that's funny. Chapter 2, 1-8, it says, "So if there is any encouragement in Christ, any comfort from love, any participation in the Spirit, any affection and sympathy, complete my joy by being of the same mind, having the same love, being in full accord of one mind. Do nothing from selfish ambition or conceit, but in humility count others more significant than yourselves. Let each of you look not only to his own interests, but also the interests of others. Have this mind among yourselves, which is yours in Christ Yeshua, who, though he was in the form of God, did not count equally with God a thing to be grasped." That's some heat right there. Did not count equally with God a thing to be grasped. So he pointing to the Most High.
Got to.
got to.
That's
I mean, his spirit resting on me.
Yeah, that's the creator.
Yeah, that's the creator.
That's the creator. You give respect to the creator.
Yeah. Did not count equally with God a thing to be grasped, but emptied himself by taking the form of a servant, being born in the likeness of men, and being found in human form. He humbled himself by becoming obedient to the point of death, even death on the cross. Obedient.
Dang, obedient. That's the word.
That's the word.
That's the word. I'm gonna go to 2 Timothy. I'm gonna go to 2 Timothy 2.
Wow.
I'm gonna go to 2 Timothy 2. And I want to read 22. I'm gonna start at 2 Timothy 2:22. It says, "So flee from youthful passions and pursue righteousness, faith, love, and peace, along with those who call on the Lord from a pure heart. Have nothing to do with foolish, ignorant controversies. You know that they breed quarrels, and the Lord's servant must not be quarrelsome. He must be kind to everybody, able to teach." I mean, you yourself have studied.
Yeah.
"And know the Most High. Patiently enduring evil," because you know it's around you.
Yep.
You know it's around you. He out here. You just got to go through it.
Yep.
"Correcting his opponents with gentleness." correcting his opponents with gentleness.
I had to learn. I'm still learning that,
Still.
So when you correct somebody, you can't do it with a stern or like you do this wrong and bashing or like I said quarrelsome. You have to do it gentle, understanding.
Well, there's levels.
You know what I'm saying?
There's levels
Humility.
to waking up, bro. There's levels to understanding the Most High.
Yeah.
And some of that stuff is when it comes to peeling back the onions. At first you want to be zealous to gain the information so you can be a soldier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you at the point of presenting it and being able to teach, you know what I mean? It makes you you're right, you got to look at it from that lens. But there's so many layers to following them, being set apart. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So correcting his opponents with gentleness, God may perhaps grant them repentance, which leads to knowledge of the truth, and they may come to their senses and escape from the snare of the devil after being escaped by him to do his will.
Yeah, so 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 7, for this lawlessness is already at work secretly, and it will remain secret until the one who is holding it back steps out of the way. Then the man of lawlessness will be revealed, but the Lord Yeshua will slay him with the breath of his mouth and destroy him by the splendor of his coming.
So it'll finally be revealed. So that means that the whole time people been following him secretly, didn't even know it.
Didn't even know it.
And he finally gonna pop out.
And then when he finally pop up,
he gonna get ate up. You gonna get ate up by the truth.
You're gonna be sick.
Sick.
Yeah.
The whole time you was praising something that foul.
Yep. This man will come to do the work of Satan with counterfeit powers and signs and miracles. He will use every kind of evil deception to fool those on their way to destruction.
Fool those on their way to destruction.
So he tell you who he's going. He tell you which ones he's going to deceive.
Fool those on the way to destruction. So fool those who are following the ways of this world. Because the world.
So he really gonna mess with you.
He really
gonna mess with you.
Yeah.
Because
you gonna mess with him because your conscience is bad.
Yeah. So then it says he will use every kind of deception to fool those on their way to destruction because they refuse to love and accept the truth that would save them. Which
somebody
is his
tried
word,
to tell you.
Which is his word, or what somebody tried to tell you that was talking about the word.
Yeah, you wouldn't even take it.
So then it says, this is the scary part right here. So God will cause them to be greatly deceived, and they will believe these lies.
Dang. So he'll give you what your heart
Then
desire.
they will be condemned for enjoying evil rather than believing in the truth.
He's just gonna let you be deceived by Satan. He's gonna give you over to your flesh.
Yeah,
That's basically what that means.
So if you look at it on like
he'll
today,
allow you to.
Yeah, we look at it in this
stop
today's
calling
term.
you.
Yeah, stop calling.
stop
Think
calling
about
you.
it like
Stop
say
calling
with
you.
your mother or your father, you getting disciplined, and then out of nowhere just stop disciplining you. So you don't even look to be disciplined no more. Cause that's when it's scary. Now it's disappointment.
I'd rather him discipline me right here on
discipline
earth.
me. Yeah.
Yeah. So
now it's like, dang, do you even love me? Like you don't even care that I'm even out here.
If he discipline you on earth, he ain't gonna do it later. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
it's definitely refine you if you let him.
Yeah. So like Hebrews 10:26, it says, "Dear friends, if we deliberately continue sinning after we have received knowledge of the truth, there is no longer any sacrifice
After
that
you
will
receive
cover."
knowledge of the truth,
Yeah.
no longer any sacrifices that what?
That will cover these sins, cover your sins,
So then Yeshua come to cover sins,
your past sins.
and won't he a sacrifice?
Yeah.
So it say ain't no more sacrifice for you.
Yeah. So
if
when
you keep on sinning.
Yeah, so when
If
you get
deliberately
baptized,
sin.
so that means when you get baptized, you always say, I'm saved, I'm good, I'm saved.
No, that's when it starts.
That's when it starts.
That's
when
when
the clock
your
starts.
slate got clean,
Yeah.
and now your works for the Most High start up.
Yeah. That's why it's so important. So I mean, like I said, that's why when you out here getting baptized at like 6, 7 years old, man. I mean, I get it.
You ain't made a choice. You ain't made that choice.
It look good, but you really ain't made that choice.
Yeah.
You think about what the commitment is.
Yeah. But if you come from a family of priests, ain't nobody can't tell you ain't gonna get baptized. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's true.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely true.
Yeah, but the one I got is Romans 12:2. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. Testing. You can discern the will of God. So you know the will of God. You test your knowledge on it and your conscience, if your conscience is right on it, and you'll know. Yeah. You'll know if it's not the will of God, if it's not acceptable and perfect.
And it might be some of the people right around you too, your close one. What is the verse you said a while back? You said, I ain't come to bring peace to this world. I came to
bring a sword.
Yeah. With this word.
Yeah.
Your own foes might be in your own household.
Yeah. You got to be able to see. You got to be able to pierce, find your way through.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be able to find your way through. But hey, you know what I'm saying? It's time for people to make that choice.
Yeah.
It's time for people to make that choice.
Yeah.
You ain't getting no younger.
You ain't getting no younger, and this world ain't really getting too much better.
Hey man, for real.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah.
All right, man. It's Real Podcast. Well, I'll see you next time.
Shalom.
Shalom.